The Corvette ZR1 just marked its territory everywhere. It's loud, it's brutal, it's American, and it has just humiliated everything in sight on some of the most legendary racetracks in the country. The new Corvette ZR1 has smashed not one, not two, but 5 lap records, leaving us with a very important question. Who on earth is left to challenge it? Well, maybe the Ford Mustang GTD, if it's feeling particularly brave. Power? Oh, it's got power. Under the bonnet, you'll find a 5.5-liter twin-turbo V8, which in its standard form produces over 1,000 horsepower. Yes, you read that correctly. That's more than 300 horses, more than the previous ZR1. It's also a 205-mile-per-hour monster. That is, if you don't tick the box for the Carbon Aero package, in which case it'll hit 233 miles per hour while generating 1,200 pounds of downforce to keep it from launching into orbit. And if that doesn't impress you, then you probably think oxygen is optional. How fast is it? Faster than everything. To prove it's not just a one-trick pony, Chevrolet sent the ZR1 to 5 different tracks across America. And guess what? It obliterated the competition. Watkins Glen, long course, 1 minute 52.7 seconds. Bill Wise, chassis controls lead. Road, America, 2 minutes 8.6 seconds. Brian Wallace, lead dynamics engineer. Road, Atlanta, 1 minute 50 seconds. Bill Wise, chassis controls lead. 22.8. Chris Barber, lead development engineer. Virginia International Raceway, 147.7. Aaron Link, Global Vehicle Performance Manager. VIR Grand Course, 232.3. Aaron Link, again, because why not? And then there's the Nürburgring. Because no self-respecting supercar, yes, supercar, no qualifiers needed, can exist without trying to conquer the Nürburgring, Chevy took the ZR1 to Germany to see how it stacks up against the best. And yet, bizarrely, Chevy hasn't posted the results. Meanwhile, across town in Detroit, Ford is making quite the racket about the Mustang GTD setting the fastest ever Nürburgring lap for an American production car, which means one of two things. The ZR1 is still fine-tuning its time, waiting to drop the mic. It's so fast that Chevy is just letting Ford have its moment before taking it all away. Either way, one thing's for sure. The Corvette ZR1 is America's supercar. End of discussion. 2025 VW Golf IR. The fastest Volkswagen gets faster. And Pricier. What's the fastest Volkswagen? You could make a clever argument for the Bugatti Tourbillon, or even a Porsche 911. After all, VW owns them. But if we're talking about cars with a VW badge, then the 2025 Golf R is your answer. And while it's still a hot hatch legend, it's now more powerful, more expensive, and no longer offered with a manual transmission. More power, same all-wheel drive, thrills. For 2025, Volkswagen tuned the 2.0-liter Turbo 4 to produce 328 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, a 13 horsepower increase over the outgoing model. That means a 0 to 60 mile per hour time of 4.6 seconds. And with the optional performance pack, it can hit 167 miles per hour, matching the European Arteon R shooting brake as the fastest Volkswagen ever. One notable upgrade is the forged 19-inch Wormenau wheels, named after the German town where the Golf R was developed, which reduce wheel weight by 20%, improving agility, refreshed design and tech. The updated Golf R follows the styling tweaks introduced on the 2024 Golf lineup, including IQ Light LED matrix headlights and taillights, illuminated VW badges, matte chrome mirror caps, more aggressive front bumper and air curtains, quad exhaust setup with an optional Akrapovic titanium system. Inside, there's a new 12.9-inch touchscreen, an available HUD, and an updated Digital Cockpit Pro with lap timers and a G-meter. exclusive to the Performance Pack. Special Edition, Golf R Black Edition. For those who prefer a darker look, the Golf R Black Edition offers 19-inch black painted Estoril wheels, black brake calipers, black exhaust tips, darkened VW and R badges. It's coming to the US for 2025, though expected to cost more than the base model. No more manual, no wagon for the US, bad news for purists. The 6-speed manual is gone, leaving only the 7-speed DSG dual-clutch automatic. Also, if you were hoping for the Golf R wagon variant, VW won't sell it in America. 2025 VW Golf R price. Is it worth it? VW has announced that the new Golf R will start at $48,325 before options, meaning a fully loaded model could exceed $50,000. For that money, you could get a well-equipped Toyota GR Supra 3.0, a lightly optioned BMW M240 iX Drive, a Ford Mustang Dark Horse. So, is the 2025 Golf R still the best hot hatch for your money? That depends on how much you love all-wheel drive grip, German engineering, and an everyday friendly performance car. BMW didn't expect the new M5 to be body-shamed, and now they're changing strategy. The new BMW M5 G90 is a powerhouse, but its weight has caused quite a stir. Packing a V8 with plug-in hybrid tech, the latest iteration of BMW's super sedan tips the scales at a hefty 5,390 pounds for the sedan and 5,530 pounds for the wagon. While BMW insists this was necessary to future-proof the car against stricter emissions regulations, social media wasn't having it. BMW regrets revealing the weight too early. M Division boss Frank Van Meel admitted that BMW made a strategic mistake by disclosing the M5's weight figures long before customers had a chance to drive it. He noted that the number became the only talking point on social media, overshadowing everything else about the car. Now, BMW has learned its lesson. Future electrified performance models won't have their weight revealed until closer to launch. What I personally have learned from launching the M5 is the way social media works. Every competitor that's currently launching hybridized sports cars does not reveal the weight until the test drive, Van Meel stated. Does the weight really matter? Van Meel insists that despite the weight, the M5 still drives like an M5, and initial criticism has faded as more people experience the car firsthand. Orders have surged, production has ramped up twice, and in some markets, the new M5 is already sold out until mid-year. He also pointed out that electrification was a conscious decision, with BMW engineers determining that a fully electric M5 wouldn't have been able to deliver the sustained performance and long-range capabilities that buyers expect. A smaller inline-six was considered but ultimately rejected because it would have made the front section of the car too long. The future of high-performance sedans. All heavyweights? BMW isn't alone in this weight dilemma. Future AMG and Audi RS models are also expected to adopt hybrid V8 setups, making them just as heavy. Even the BMW 550e, a plug-in hybrid 5 Series with a 6-cylinder engine, already weighs nearly 4,900 pounds. At the end of the day, if automakers want to keep big engines alive while meeting emissions rules, added weight is simply part of the deal. Whether that's a trade-off enthusiasts are willing to accept remains to be seen. Thank you for watching to the end. Put your thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to not miss the latest news from the automotive world.